Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Hear that?
Each willer,
Apple.
the wearer.
Taste this.
Yay!
Hear that?
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yeah. Waiter.
Yaru.
Waiter.
Quetta. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh? Yaru. Waiter. Where can?
Cheer, lass. Word Kendi.
Yaru.
Dom. Meta.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Charles Yarwa.
Hestes. Gapway off.
Happy.
Yasamiende.
Yaru. Taste this.
Each willer.
Waiter.
Huh?
Gongende. Yeah. Yasamiende.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Yeah, that. Where can they? Estes. Yaru.
Yaru.
Quiera. Estes.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Estes. Yeah. Work end day. Work.
Yaru. Hestes.
Estes. Yaru.
Iru.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Yeah. Yaru. Wait, Dawn.
Quetta. Ichafara.
Yeah, work. Wait,
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources.
Work on.
For that, communities employed scouts.
Yaru. Here Werta. Quetta.
Yeah.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yaru. Yaru.
Yeah.
Ridera. Asterende. Kothlich. Yessa. Yeherende. Gande. Yeah. Ridende. Ridende. Elsa. Hera. Forward. Asterende. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Asterende. Yaru. Ridende. Hera.
Yeah. Gongende. Styria each.
Elsa. Yeah. Ridende.
Estes. Orende.
Forward. Asterende. Yaru. Ridera. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hestes.
Yaru.
Ridera. Yes, sir. Yaru.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Hestes. Yaru. Work. Hesa. Asterende.
Cheerlas, abig stirat, cheerlas. Where can? Where can?
Hera. Ridera. Yeherende.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Kotli. Yaru. Quetta. Elsa. Ridende. Gonde.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
Waiter. Yeah.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Foreweda. Ridende. Yaru. Gongende. Workende.
Yo.
Yaru. Yeah. Yeah. Ridende.
Yaru.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that. Got way off. Work.
Elsa. Yeherende. Ridera. Kotli.
Heste. Yes, sir.
Elsa. Yeah. Foreweda. Ridera. Asterende. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yaru. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you working. What
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Yes, sir.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Each elder here, each a worker. Yeah. Each will a reader. Fair.
What's her face, eh?
Reader I yard.
Yes, yeah, it's a whaler.
Fair a John.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Ike on your Sally. And your worker. Each will a and your worker. What surface say? Reader I yaru. Each will a.
Yes, sir. Ike on your Sally.
Got we got.
What help, sir?
Yahweh. Yes, sir. There you were. And you were.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Egypt look at
Got we got.
Garu upa.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry. Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack. Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
What's her face, eh? Ichiwilla Yarwa Hiwala. Yir or Barat on Estes Commander. One way, what?
Yarwa Feth. Yarwa Yawa.
Betas Atrina, Pira.
What way, sir? Each tip, put your held here.
Luke Haknawa. Fort Barat on way.
What hälsa? Hurra!
Garu Upa.
Forward here. Perende no.
Irat Neotlich. Garwigan. Irat Neotlich.
Look at Mugerwa. Fort Gaga.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Yeah. Ridende ut.
Remet Garu.
Yaru.
Forward here.
Yerwa Garwigan.
Don't that.
Yes, sir.
What hell? Perende no. Yeah. Hurra!
Garwigan Aseta.
Yarwa Hiwala.
Garu Upa.
Ridera Yaru. Ya up. Don't that. Reader, each will a reader. Forward he Test is commended. Yeah, ich will you still am. Each you say, yes, sir. Each a worker.
Yerwa Garwigan.
Yeah. Foriente Hessa.
Remet Gar.
What hell? Each will a reader.
Bayard May. List a ferret. Bayard May.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
You did it up. Let us please Bayard May. You sadly at the
Yerwa Garwarnia. Cometh on.
Next there, Pastor.
You got to read new.
Aeoridas. Health but remember. Readeth Aeorada.
Garwigan.
Yerward. Aeoridas. Ferrat.
eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Each brookie that.
Yes, sir.
Kira offer. Hestes commende.
Wernea. Let us push
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Estes commende. Fairer you weren't. Fairer don't. Fairer don't.
Idzie bruke dat.
It shall helda. You're as nay. Strail boren yaru.
Hestes commende. And you work, huh? Yeah. Each of Yaru to work. Ferende nu. Cheerless. Yar it will do hit. Yes, sir. That shule bail. Yarway Iawara.
Wernea. A Stigan on way.
Ridera Yaru. Ya go. Ferende no.
On Muna.
Lista Pesa.
Cometh honor. Vid Hester. Liz each a folie. Stand fast anew.
Forward here. Hera upper.
Maketh Yerwa. A reach anew.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
A reach anew.
Strelboren Yerwa.
Lista Baron. Eo Wernea. Lista on Mona Baron. Eo Wigan.
Yeah.
Lista Baron. Yes.
Amunga Kurlich.
Hera. Ichiera.
Apunga. Strelboren.
Wernea. Cometh on. On Muna.
Strelboren. Site.
Leteth Uskan.
Monsteria. Strelboren.
Listan a Stigan on way.
Strelboren. Gath. Haragongath on way. Strelboren.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
On Mona. Leteth Uskan.
Yeah.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Each you say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood. Off with that.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
You